Okay. So, um, before the surgery, um, I was scared to death that I was going to lose my ovary. Scared to death. And told the doctor very clearly, do not take my ovary. Um, if it looks like you're going to have to take it, stitch me back up and we'll discuss it. Um, but I did not want to lose my ovary. You know, um, Not in my mid 20s. But anyways, it wasn't attached to the ovary. It was attached to a fallopian tube. Um, and he was able to remove the cyst. Um, Basically, they go in there and slit the cyst, the little sac, um, and drain it and remove all the yuck and then snip off the sac that the cyst was in, all this debris was in. That sounds so gross, doesn't it? So, anyways, um, then before he stitched me back up and everything, he did an HSG test, which is, if you don't know what that is, that's where they shoot the dye up through your tubes and all your giblets and stupid gnat, to make sure that there was no leaks or blockages or anything like that, from him removing the cyst off of my fallopian tube. So that went well. And then during, before that, he, kind of talked to me about going on birth control, but because of my bad experience with birth control and the fact that I was on it for 5 years already before, we decided not to do birth control. We did try metformin to see if that would help maybe shrink the cyst. It didn't. It only got bigger. So then, of course, we had to go ahead and remove it, because they were afraid of it rupturing and killing me. So good times. Um, but then after I was healed, for a couple months, I did have some issues with the surgery. I got an infection, got pneumonia, because of the breathing tube. Lots of good stuff. But after all that was said and done, I got back on the metformin and Clomid. Did 3 cycles of Clomid. I did 50, 100, and 150. I did ovulate on the 150 and got a BFP. Um, we think. I did see 2 lines, but we believe that I miscarried. Well, obviously, one or the other. Either it was a false positive or I miscarried. Um, so that was into that. And before that, before we did Clomid, even before I had my surgery, we did try, soy and all the herbals and things like that, and Vitex and everything. And then we tried afterwards, also, after I got off the Clomid. I didn't like what Clomid did to me. The side effects were horrible. Some people don't have such a bad time, but I had a really bad time on it. I had the horrible hot flashes, feeling like my face was in an oven. And I was taking it at night too, just so, they say to take it at night. That way you don't feel the side effects. Yeah, right. It made it even worse, I think, because I was having insomnia issues, hot flashes, um, all kinds of craziness. I was a raging lunatic, when I was on it. Um, and so yeah. Now, where we stand now, um, we took a break. I can't remember how many months it's been, but it's been a long time. Um, and we, we just haven't been preventing, but we haven't been actively trying. But right now, um, I just started my cycle, so we are going to start trying to conceive this cycle, um, unmedicated. I don't have a doctor at this time. So we're kind of winging it for right now. I am wanting to try Famara pretty soon, hopefully, as soon as we get medical insurance. So hopefully it'll cover some of that, some of the doctor visits and whatnot. And we will continue trying to conceive until I'm 35. And at that time, we're done trying to conceive. Which I'll make another video about that, because that's a whole other topic. So anyways, that's my story. And I appreciate you watching. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.